welcome to the wonderful world of mistakes and interesting choices. We've got my lovely husband here, who for this experiment will be called Clockwork. This is attempt number 7? 4?
4 or 5. We don't want to be exaggeratory.
I am exaggeratory. My existence is exaggeratory. We attempted to play a game, learned that the co-op was not cooperating. Heh. That was funnier than I expected it to
be. You know, at least you can make yourself laugh, right?
Hey,
you made me chuckle.
I did not invite you here to be mean to me.
It wasn't... you saw my chuckle. They might not have heard it because I chuckle softly, but you saw the chuckle.
I saw no such thing.
Now you lied to me.
It's the void. What are they gonna do?
Be lied to, apparently.
So the co-op was not cooperating. Heh heh heh. And so we tried a different game, and it said no. So then we tried a different game, and we're like, oh, we can play Connect 4 online. And then no audio was recorded. So now we're playing Stardew Valley. But it's just me again.
Because I understand we can do co-op. We both know this. However, she's already got a series going. I don't want to interrupt that.
I got a coop. I forgot that I got a coop. Where's my cat? Hi, cat.
Everything is very purple.
Thank you. You noticed. I am writing to let you know that Pierre's store doesn't matter.
Are you doing the no spend money thing again? Oh, it's salmonberry season.
I just disrespect Pierre.
I'm aware that you disrespect Pierre.
I have deep disdain for Pierre.
I mean, you literally created a game where you play where all you could do was not do what Pierre wanted. And to spend no money.
Yeah. You're not wrong by any stretch of the imagination.
I think you still bought the backpack, though, right?
You have to.
Did you buy it at JoJo Mart? Is that worse?
That's
still worse
so much worse.
So this is just going to be your foraging set of days, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If none of you are familiar with the Stardew map, you're about to be.
Fair. Going on a salmonberry hunt.
Also, if any of you are wondering why I'm here, still, despite all the issues, it's simply because I love my wife. And I did not intend to just not spend any time with her today.
You didn't want to abandon me to my own devices?
I mean, you wanted to do this together today. I figured I could still be here. Also, she's handed me the quote book.
Also, stop flirting with the void.
No. I don't know why you think I'm flirting. It's because I'm playing with my phone.
Do you hear your vocal tone right now? It's a very flirty vocal tone.
Is it salacious?
What does that even mean?
The exact definition, I think, is worse than, like, how most people take the word nowadays.
Oh, great. It's worse.
Because most people would say it is a form of enticement and...
Are you seducing the void?
In
front of your wife?
What the exact definition is having or conveying undue or inappropriate interest in sexual matters. Which, again, most people actually use it as, like, a way to describe something usually, yeah, sexual in nature, but usually not, like, inappropriate. But yeah, the word actually means a lot, like, worse than most people use it as.
Well, then why would you use a terrible word?
Because it's funnier when you use a word wrong sometimes.
And unsurprisingly, we found trash in the trash.
Mm-hmm. Like, here's the thing. I don't think exaggeratory is a word, but I got you to say it, like, 4 times. Because here's the thing. It sounds like a word.
Well, okay, Shakespeare.
Hey, he created the word bump, and let's be fair, that's a good word.
Is it? Is it?
Not gonna make that joke on a Stardew video.
This is a family-friendly channel. We are playing Stardew and finding the Bettys.
Oh, I'd like to point out, I did show her what the dogfish is.
It just looks like a fish.
To be fair, it's kind of sharkish.
It just looks like a fish. It's
Cause
not even an impressive fish. It's just a normal fish.
then you asked me if there was a sunfish, and it's like, yeah.
I knew there was a sunfish. I was asking about birdfish.
I thought it was the moonfish, because there was something in there that I had to look it up specifically because you didn't. One of the astral body fish was a unknown.
Is there a starfish?
Yes. Did you ask the question before you remembered?
I don't want to talk about it. I won't play anymore.
Oh, there's a starfish, a moonfish.
Well, the starfish is shaped like a star.
And the moonfish and sunfish are just like flat oval fish.
It's like a halibut.
Just for the halibut.
I shouldn't laugh every time you say that.
Oh, every time.
It's the dumbest thing.
And yet it triggers a laugh, which means it's dumb and funny.
No.
Oh,
My Betty!
you don't have the magnet ring yet.
That's
There's a
my
berry off to the left.
What?
You've missed
What?
one.
What?
Off to the
what?
left.
What? Betty, I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back for you. What is that song?
What?
There's a song that has that line in it.
Baby, I'm coming back for you?
No. I'm coming back for you. Is it?
I think...
It's either a Sabrina Carpenter or a Chapel Roan. Because it's very much their vibes.
Is it Chapel? Is it not like Chappelle?
No, it is Chapel.
That is a weird way to spell Chapel.
She was very emphatic.
She was emphatic.
Emphatic. Now that's a good word.
It is a good word. Apparently this is just a stream of words.
That is how talking videos work. Yes, good job.
Side-eye.
I can't see anything. I'm playing Stardew.
I'm expressing the side-eye vocally so that people can understand the side-eye.
Oh, hello, kitten. I have a cat. The cat has come to say hello. I got a little scritchy scritch from the kitty kitty.
You know, this seems like a good time, with your choice of words and your deciding to talk about the cat, to go through the first quotes of the second campaign that you handed me.
Oh, no.
Which is yours.
No.
Which is simply...
Woof. That was the defining quote of that campaign.
It's the defining quote of that character.
Yeah.
That defined that character as being sarcastic and instinctual from then on.
I honestly wasn't sure. So, I had made the decision. It was a terrible decision, really. That everything that I as a player said, out of instinct, was going to be yes-anded by this character.
Yep. So that anytime I, who I am the DM, asked, or GM, depending on how you phrase it, asked...
Did you
Wait,
really say that?
Was that in character?
I said yes.
To be fair, you would sit there, realize your mistake, chew on it for a moment, and then commit.
Here's the thing. I still committed.
Yes, you did.
I commit. So, I grit my teeth and I woof.
And she woofs.
And she woof. I did the song this time. Haha.
The funnier thing about that is the context.
It got us so much trouble.
In which they were sneaking through the woods, planning to ambush a group of bandits. A bad stealth check got them heard and had a dog go to seek them, but I had one of the bandits be foolish. You know, I didn't want them to, like, on the first stealth check fail. So it pulls the dog back and but one of the other bandits asks,
What
did
happened?
they find anything?
Did the dog find something?
And the bard from the bushes.
To be fair, this was after we had been absolutely wrecked by wild boars.
I think it was only like one or two at most.
Hence the wreckage. It wasn't a good thing.
And she just goes,
Did the dogs find anything? And me, in my pride, said woof. Because I am not a dog. But
Wow,
that
you are
in...
a pack rat this game.
But that... Shush!
What?
I did not invite you here to judge me.
That's a lot of spring onions.
They're delicious! Magically!
Magically delicious. That's a quote from the most recent. But
Also, from...
Lucky Charms,
Lucky
yes.
Charms.
That's why it was funnier when it happens,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, so did the dogs find anything after we had been fighting? And that's what the dog heard. Woof!
And so the fight began without the ambush. Which then led to the druid having a drunken standoff with the dog.
He's just trying to befriend the stupid dog.
Which left the ranger on the ground dying, the bard trying to keep him from dying, and the paladin actually through a luck of just series of rolls that honestly are amazing, managing to clear something that was definitely meant for you all to have to ambush it to win.
Yeah.
And the druid got a new dog.
Was it a...
It was a dog.
No, I was talking about the paladin.
It was... No, it was the barbarian. Sorry, I'm mixing up the characters.
I'm sitting here like,
To be fair...
pretty sure Riker was a barbarian.
Yeah, to be fair, a barbarian covers a multitude of sins when it comes to 5th edition D&D.
First of all, accurate. Second of all, rude.
Honestly, you can make a lot of mistakes if you have a barbarian in your party. You can make a lot of mistakes. Less so, but still some with a paladin. Clerics are the ultimate eraser.
Ah,
You've made a mistake.
eraser of your soul. Oh my gosh, clerics are a soul eraser.
They're more of a pain eraser, but I guess.
No.
No, your cleric's not, but that's not fair to all clerics.
The hardened survivor does not dull pain. It's not a universal cleric concept.
Is that a quote in the first one, the hardened survivor does not dull pain, or is that, are you just quoting things that they'll never be able to understand?
It was a quote in the first campaign. I don't know if I said it, but so he made his own pantheon so that I would be on the same playing field as the others who had played D&D previously because he loves me. And also because he's a dork.
I'm a dork. I like world building. I like doing things. It's fun. I like telling stories. But yes, Siren had never played D&D, and the rest of the group was rather familiar. And there was inside jokes with all sorts of gods and other kind of cities and places. So it just seemed fair to bring everyone to 0. So, you know, a pantheon, a world, stories, organizations, lore, propaganda, incorrect lore, because that's always fun. Give your players incorrect lore, and then they'll keep it until it cuts out, and they're like, what? And you're like, I mean, what you heard first was incorrect. That's what insight checks are for.
We do not do insight checks.
You guys aren't great with that.
We are notorious for taking things at face value.
Yeah.
Because shocker of all shockers, we expect you not to be a liar.
I've had characters that you guys outright know are liars.
Leave Ajit alone!
I'm talking about Robin, too.
Oh. More title than a name.
You guys...
That's gonna come up in these quotes.
Yes, it is. To be fair, I think you've already quoted, "This is a conversation that warrants a basement," to which you guys suspected this man of being a serial killer, brought him down...
Followed him into his basement!
And then, full-blown, listened to him talk and believed him as he very obviously and awkwardly was hiding a blade in his pants, or in his shirt.
Is that a blade in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? Is the first thing that came into my head.
Like, you guys then left him, to which then your next option was, you know, he seems like a nice guy.
The cleric was the one, the NPC cleric was the one who went, he just seemed like he had something hidden in his spine. And all of us were going, huh? What?
Like, when he takes...
Never!
When he takes the drink tray, he doesn't have a way to put it down, so he just drops it. Because he's not willing to bend over.
I thought that was just his way. Who am I to judge his scoliosis? I don't know.
Oh, that's fair enough. But yes, the Hardened Survivor is the title of one of the gods, which they like the god, to him. They like him, mostly because he's kind of a jerk.
But he keeps you alive.
Yeah.
He's very good at keeping you alive.
His whole shtick is he's the god of surviving. So, but he's not the god of healing. He's not the god of relieving. He is just the god of surviving. He doesn't dull the pain. He just makes you live through it.
Yeah.
He's one of the gods that I've brought up that, like, probably shouldn't be... Actually, I think he's neutral, and he should be. But sometimes the gods are given good or evil designations that they probably shouldn't be.
Well.
No, people are wrong. It happens.
Well. Alright, what other fun things do we have on this list?
I mean, I'm gonna jump a little bit just to wolfen jerky.
The stinking jerky curse.
Jerky curse.
It's a jerky curse. We were cursed by jerky.
It's not my fault that every time you guys decided to set camp to smoke jerky,
Something horrible happened.
it's not my fault you were kidnapped and then attacked in an ambush.
We were sold into slavery.
You got out.
Barely. With help.
It really sped along your plot.
Your plot can catch these hands. Get wrecked by a cat.
I mean, she's thinking about it. Mila, please be careful. I don't want you putting your claw in a bad spot. Really? This is what you want?
She loves you. She's so cute. I got distracted and ran into a bush.
You have time at least. Oh, look, you're fishing though.
I know.
Which I gotta say, that's one of the nicest things they've added is that letting you know you've leveled.
You've got some new ideas to think on. Aw, thanks.
Let's see, we skipped a couple though, which in the second quote, which I think sets the mood for a lot of that campaign.
Mm.
The air smells clean, the
Money smells dirty. That doesn't go in there. Get out of there.
Pain and suffering make great wall decor.
That was in reference to the first campaign, actually.
Yes, it was, where they got a blade called Pain and Suffering.
2 blades.
2 blades.
They were twin scimitars.
Held by Hector Brisbane. A character that had a lot more lore for how quickly he was killed and removed from the plot.
To be fair, he was killed by his person, but that is a story for another day.
Yeah. Like, we might do a synopsis of these campaigns to a degree at some point. But that's not the point. The point is to read funny quotes.
2 kitties.
Mila, I think if you were in the game right now, you'd have a heart above your head considering you're being such a cuddle bug. Let's see.
More things to hoard.
Oh, yes. This one, you technically only grabbed the second half of the quote. Friends without detriments. Because it was, you're not friends with benefits. You were just friends without detriments.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, and I'm not offering any context to this one for you. Sneaky moose.
We got a sneaky pig and a sneaky moose.
I'm actually surprised this is a quote. You're surrounded by flaming ghouls?
Oh, yeah. How dare these people leave the books out in the rain? I'm offended.
It was buried. Is that better?
No! Got dirt on it.
You're a berry good doofus? Because that was a good berry joke?
Yeah. Still funny.
Throws you through the fire like a goblin through crap.
Yeah. Terrible life choices, really.
Oh, I think that was the barbarian who, to test, they were sneaking up to a giant's lair through the toilet. And to test just how deep the crap tunnel was.
Launched a goblin.
Through it. To see how far it would go.
Was not even, like, an NPC ally goblin. No, it was a full-on enemy goblin.
I mean, to be fair, if it was an NPC, I think that'd make it worse.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely make it worse.
He threw the enemy through. To be fair, you then went and, like, freed the rest of the goblins.
Yes, we did. And one of them had the haunting taste of feces in his mouth. His mouth was open when he was launched.
He was screaming.
Well, Don't scream when you're thrown through poop. I feel like that's just a life lesson here.
Is it? Is that a life lesson? Remember this, Void. All through your life, it'll come up. This isn't like trigonometry that you learn in high school. This will come up. Don't open your mouth when you're being thrown through poop. No
Just a
screaming.
wall of feces.
To be fair, there is a slight lesson to this. If you fall in fire, scream, don't gasp. Smoke inhalation.
I am upset.
Oh man, what is next? You now have the ability to touch people. I have no recollection of what context that got brought up in.
No contact whatsoever.
Reminds me of a buddy I played with the very first time who was playing the cleric, and he realized he could get cure and inflict wounds, and went, I can touch people! And he says this without context, so I look over at him with the most aghast expression, and his response is, no, in the bad way!
That's
To
not
which,
better!
To be fair, just got me to completely turn in my seat, until he then, in a coughing, gasping fit, just goes, no, and just tries to defend himself for a good 2 minutes without being able to succeed. To be fair, that might be the funniest thing, because I slowly realized why, but just staring him down as he, had a full meltdown was very entertaining. When he realized I was messing with him, he just fell out laughing. He enjoyed playing Claire.
Clerics are fun.
To be fair, it was 3.5 though, and he learned how broken Summon Monster was. Let's see. A rumor dragon. Its breath weapon is gossip. Oh, that was the bard. Oh, I forgot to add her into the third, but it just didn't seem necessary.
No, thank you. I'm offended by her existence.
She was, brass or copper? Dragonborn. Named Kurama Histore, which was supposed to be a play on the word of corrupted history. And she would only tell history badly. Wrong. So, in the second, she told the story of the first campaign. Completely wrong.
And as a secret princess from an elven city, as a bard, I was offended.
She was.
By her existence.
And
but I was a secret princess, so I couldn't just call her out on being an idiot. I had to just glare from a distance.
I honestly wish I made her an elf so I could just keep having her pop up, but unfortunately time has passed where that Dragonborn eventually will die.
Oh, finally she's dead.
Oh, let's see.
That makes me feel better about my existence. It shouldn't, but it does.
I don't remember what spawned this one.
Well, maybe I will.
I've got all the golden tickets.
No one else can have them. I know exactly what spawned that.
What?
It was the Festival of Rathmas when we were getting the golden tickets for the events. And our lovely druid had 14 of them. And that was his response to when we were turning them in for prizes. Was, I have all the golden tickets, no one else can have them.
Okay.
Because Kothar wanted all of the prizes, apparently, as a druid who wanted to need nothing.
He ditched that concept pretty early with that one. But,
here's the thing, when you get the staff of breaking the DM, what else are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna talk about DM Machina.
Why not?
Because it was not supposed to be that broken.
Staff of Machina!
It was not supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure that's a quote in there.
Probably. We'll talk about that when we get there, if it happens.
He's like, I block out painful memories.
But yes, for anyone hearing, yes, they were in a city that worshipped the god of luck, and so yes, there was a whole carnival in which, yes, they had prize tickets. Yes, this was an entire game. We sat there and played carny games.
I did really well with all the performing ones.
Yes, and I think you did decent with the balancing one, or was that the ranger? But
I think it was the ranger and the barbarian who went home with a monk.
If you're talking about the future wife, it wasn't a monk.
I thought she was a monk.
Nah.
Huh. Could have fooled me.
Not every character has a class.
You're wrong. even if the class is nuisance.
Fair enough. Oh, let's see. I'm going to burn their silence.
Whale?
That's way more dramatic. To be fair, you guys were way more dramatic in the second.
I was a bard!
Fair enough. my next one I remember, and it might be my favorite. Dwarves and Molotovs.
Dwarves and Molotovs.
Because that's referring to... Because I'm extra and ridiculous, and my wife will happily express that to anyone who will listen. I homebrew and make up classes, mostly just subclasses. But the Barbarian was one called a Fire Starter that could light himself on fire and do a bunch of stuff. But he hadn't got to the level yet where he could self-immolate without cause.
So we had to light him on fire.
And one of the things he did was you guys lit an enemy on fire. So he used it to catch himself on fire before he then threw that enemy at somebody else.
Yeah.
I miss the simplicity of cults.
That was me.
That was you.
I was 100% me.
Yep.
'Cause I was sick and tired of the political intrigue, and I just wanted a bad cult. I am fishing the dirt.
Did you catch anything?
Mistakes.
Oh.
And probably a cold.
Well, that's what you get for walking around in the rain. There really should be like an umbrella or something in this game.
I want an umbrella hat, please.
An umbrella hat.
I will put it on when it rains.
Check Hat Mouse.
I am not checking Hat Mouse for an umbrella hat.
I mean, check it tomorrow when you're salmonberry hunting still.
I could have brought Linus his daffodil, and I forgot.
Poor Linus.
He'll be fine. He's a secret rich man.
I really do think so.
What else we got?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. You have a feeling in your feelings?
Once again, no context.
No. I don't know. Someone was deeply feeling something. Which is only fantastically followed up with, you're in your third trimester of beer baby.
Oh, yeah.
I almost would have thought that was also at the festival, but I guess it wasn't.
No. And it was 100% aimed at Kothar the Druid. 100%.
Does it tell me when it's... Oh, jeez, there's so many quotes.
I write a lot of quotes.
Oh, wow.
That's why I did not read all of them.
That was the first of 6 pages.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, alright. Let's go. Let's guess we'll go through, So he gets a face full of rage.
Yes.
That was my description. I think he just punched someone in the face.
Yes, Riker did.
Ooh, I'm gonna skip that one. More title than the name!
There it is!
That was literally a phrase by their...
Patron?
Again, yes, your patron. But the NPC, known for lying. The NPC that was... They first met while he was disguised as someone else, actively hindering himself in combat to, like, make it so that they had to prove themselves, and then actively manipulated them for the several days, and whose name was Robin, because he robs, because it's more of a title than a name. And they went, he is the most trustworthy person ever.
I love him.
We will do everything he says, and we will never question anything.
I love him.
That really changes the plot.
I love him.
Your character rolled several times for Did You Develop Crush?
I did. She never did, but I love him.
I know hipster Latin. We don't even have a who said that one.
I know!
That's a little sad. I wish we knew who said that one. Then there's Snarkasm.
Mm-hmm. As one does.
I'm role-playing violence.
Yup.
That was you.
Yup.
As a bard.
Yup.
I'm hunting for the treasure of your internal organs.
Murder.
I'm trying to think. I mean, depending on the time and what people are into, like, and I don't mean that in the bad way. I just mean, like, people used to use, like, gallbladders, like, Bezors and things like that were actually worth a lot. To be fair, bull testicles were worth a lot.
Move on.
You don't want to know the history of bull testicles?
I will turn this off.
I will turn this around.
I will turn this recording around so fast.
Then there's the back and forth that was, you were quoting Marvel. On your left, someone responded, "Get set," and then you responded with,
No!
I don't remember why that happened. All I know is it just crashed you out for a while.
On your left. Get set. No!
Ah, yes. Oh, the joys of me having to set a limit to mechanisms. I'm not setting him on fire in 3 different ways.
Did I just...
Get a diamond.
And an iridium band.
Are you kidding?
No.
Holy crap.
The universe has smiled upon me today.
Did you just get that at level, 2 fishing?
5.
Oh, wow. You're getting really up there. Which one'd you get for the fishing?
Well, obviously the one that makes sense.
Well, I thought it might be the treasure one, because you got that.
That's not the treasure one. That's the crab pot.
Oh, I'm sure some people use it.
I'm sure those people are wrong.
Does it always say bumpkin under your name?
You're not allowed to look at my screen anymore. Read more quotes.
Did you make that? Or
No!
I never noticed that. Do you actually have titles for your, farming?
Is there a last name system?
I don't think so. I think that's just because of your levels, maybe. I don't know. I see you, you don't see me.
Uh-huh.
That's just invisibility.
That's just the ranger.
Attempted math, successful murder.
Well, that's because the barbarian was very bad at math.
Yeah.
He does his best. The numbers get away from him.
Killer twins from hell and their pet bear. And you.
That was in reference to the game we had not played yet, where it was the tiefling twins, the druid who enjoys being a bear, and the half-vampire,
Wasn't
who
a
just
half
looked like a guy.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the half vampire wasn't a thing yet. That was a story bit that came up later.
He was just gonna be a guy.
I think he was supposed to just be a guy.
Just be a dude.
Then he became ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or won't go into that right now.
Yeah.
Ridiculous is in. There's a certain mechanic. If you enjoy 5th edition D&D, just check out the old version, 2014. I don't know if 2025 version has it. But the 2014 Rogue Barbarian Multiclass is a very interesting thing if you're willing to do certain things. Anyway, let's move on. We all lived happily ever... Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Followed immediately with, "You just sent a monkey to hell."
I love that quote. I love that quote so much.
Magical beasts and where to punch them.
As one does.
Didn't even have a monk in the party at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Wreck-It Roth.
We had an NPC fighter named Roth who murdered things.
He was a lower level, but the dice did not care.
Wasn't his weapon just a rock on a stick?
Yeah, it's a maul. You guys gave him a greatsword eventually.
Eventually. Well.
He could be 50 feet ahead of us and still not be the first one to see it. I don't know who you were insulting.
I know exactly who I was insulting.
Well, I don't know if it was you who said it. I don't know who said it, but...
I know exactly who I was insulting.
Ooh.
Riker.
Oh, yes. Negative wisdom.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. And then, upon introduction to the village, a murder of Kenkus.
It was a Kenku village.
Yeah.
It was a murder of Kenkus. Do not murder the Kenkus.
Oh, my favorite. One player. We tried. You immediately. We did not.
Yeah. We did not.
Protect your Tinkerbell.
I was Tinkerbell.
Yeah. To be fair, that's when you started like leaning into the maybe you should heal.
I'm the healer. Stop dying.
Says the bard, who actually has a penchant for meteor swamp eventually.
It is not my fault you gave it to me.
It's not my fault that mechanics were stupid. I didn't give you anything.
You gave it
bards
to
can
me.
choose it.
You gave it to me for free.
No, that's a whole other story we're not getting into.
Ha ha.
The tact of 8 charisma.
Oh, Kothar. Oh, Kothar.
They do get high on their own supply. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Was it the Bard College?
Actually, I think it was. Yeah.
This was probably the Bard College.
And, of course, a quote from the shotgun-wielding barbarian. Shotgun science. At least it was better than shotgun surgery, I guess.
Ugh, why do you say things?
Why is there a whale in a cave? You didn't water that one spot. Oh, because I see now. Anyway.
Because you see now. Don't question me.
It's fantasy racism.
You know, I did tell you there were things on this list you shouldn't say. That was one of them.
Really? Unfortunately, you dealt with it a bit in that campaign. There was some fantasy racism. Vertical crit, which is more of a typo of the mouth.
Ugh.
Slip of the tongue was the phrase I was looking for.
That just tasted gross. I did not enjoy that.
It's a menacing training dummy. No idea who was the menacing training dummy.
It was a menacing training dummy. We were fighting a dragon, and I think it was the monk had a puppet.
Oh, right! It wasn't a monk, it was an artificer.
I tried.
Yeah, it was one of my homebrew. It was the, puppeteer.
Yes, it was a menacing training dummy.
Yeah.
It died very quickly.
It only has half the HP of the artificer. Artificer doesn't exactly have a lot of HP.
Well, suffer.
I can improve your wisdom by turning you into a monkey. Druid to the barbarian.
Yeah.
He was not wrong.
He did too.
And then, is one of my favorite moments.
Oh?
When the ranger looks at me, the DM, and goes, "Does a 23 hit me?"
You put us in an ominous cave that pits us against different versions of ourselves.
Not ominous, just otherworldly versions.
Ominous.
It was fine.
And then we all chose violence.
Well, because the world that you were from that didn't choose violence got killed really quickly. That poor sorcerer version of you.
She was a sweet summer child with no knowledge of the real world.
The fighter version of you, however,
Had
was not.
very, very intent knowledge of the real world. And she chose violence very quickly.
There were 4 of them. It was fun. I created 2 different groups.
There's 3.
There's 4 of you in the party.
Ah.
And then I created 2 for a grand total of 3, which was just 12 PCs just running at each other. And it was just kind of entertaining, honestly.
It was a terrible decision.
Let's see. I feel like sorcerer should be a feat. Our player playing the druid kind of dissing sorcerers a bit. Although I think that's the campaign. I really will let you guys know how crazy sorcerers could get. It's the bad guy. It's a dive bard.
Yeah.
You can't tell. Siren likes puns. Good puns.
I appreciate a good pun. I don't want to talk about it.
I didn't know it was a 1-person pantry.
Very similar concept to the basement. He just followed someone who looked shifty into a pantry.
Yeah.
And then his response to getting called out for following someone into a pantry was, I didn't know it was a 1-person pantry.
Check the hat mouse. You're here. Umbrella hat, umbrella hat.
Watermelon band, straw hat.
Oh, do they get more as... I
Yes.
did not know that.
Yes, as time goes by, Hat Mouse gets more hat.
Who is your supplier, Hat Mouse? Who?
Mouse.
He's got temple stride.
I know what that was in reference to.
I think it was Robin, right? Because he went from one temple to another and just shocked everybody.
It was also the joke of if you could do like tree stride or transportation via plants, but with temples.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
This was a fun one because I think this was after your adventure in hell. You come back.
Oh yeah.
We might be safer in hell. To be fair, you also had just allied yourself with Belle and had actually killed Zariel in a fight that I had not expected to go your way.
Oi!
The vampire is water soluble. For those that don't understand that one, vampires can't cross running water. And so the joke is that they just dissolve.
Well, don't get wet, man. I don't know.
This is a fun one that I don't feel like explaining. Two Malevistas.
That is unkind.
I'm thinking this was a joke item. Stick of solid ground. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. What are we
You're
naming?
here. What should I name the chicken?
Well, what's your shtick right now? It's
Poisonous plants.
poisonous plants. I mean... Nightshade. Belladonna's your name, right? What's the name of the farm?
Hemlock.
Hemlock. Oh, you already used hemlock?
But my cat's name is Fern. So all else fails, just pick a plant. You can make it poisonous if you try hard enough.
I don't think you... I don't know. If I say aloe...
If I choke someone with aloe and they die...
That's not poison! Actually, would that be drowning someone? Or suffocating? I guess it's I guess whatever the form the aloe is in.
What do I name the chicken?
I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like Solana? There's a poisonous plant. It starts with S-O-L. And I'm trying to remember. Give me a second.
Solanum tuberosum.
Tuberose. You want to name it a potato?
Solanum like a persicum.
How about foxglove?
Aw, that's cute. Foxglove.
Foxglove the chicken.
Foxglove the chicken. Do not foxglove the chicken. Okay.
Just getting one? Is that all you can afford? Oh, are we about to get into another one? No. Get
Hey.
Hey. Oh.
I have to feed the chicken.
You do have to feed the chicken.
The chicken is hungry. And I don't have a silo yet.
You know, this one probably is one you want me to skip, but they have no quote of who said this, and I don't know. Maybe you'll remember the context, but I have no. So I'm gonna say it.
Why
and
do you
you're
do
gonna...
this to me?
He's not part of this. He's a hoe.
Let me see.
That's what it says. I don't know what you want from me.
I want you to not say things that have no context. That's all I want.
I thought that was the whole shtick of this book. Here's this. How about you just extrapolate from incomplete gun? What?
You have to extrapolate from incomplete gun. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry, apparently. Oh no, what?
We're stopping the carriage for the Nazi? I believe it was because you guys were actively attempting to figure out what that person's intention was. And then you guys, I think, killed him. Which is good. Punch your Nazis, people. Not sure I should say that, but no, I'm sure I should say that. I'm just not sure I should be immortalized on the internet. But who knows? They're
Love.
coming. What?
Why are you like this?
College, mostly.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't go to college. You end up like this.
No, that's partially the trauma. It's a brontosaurus, not a wall.
Yep. I remember that one.
Oh, then this was a favorite thing. Someone else started the sentence. Survivor's guilt is a genetic... I said trait. Another player said trauma.
Survivor's guilt is a genetic trauma.
It was said at the same time.
Yes, it was.
This is the one we quote quite a bit still.
Oh?
The action economy is a shambling mound.
Yeah.
At that point, the action economy in that fight was... I don't even remember how messy it was.
Very. The answer was very.
Kill is another word for please. That was the ranger, by the way, not the barbarian.
In his defense, he was a homicidal maniac.
Is that a defense? Anyway.
Moving on. Ahem.
Die tired.
Yeah.
That was the barbarian.
It's very on brand for a barbarian, honestly.
He's not Switzerland. He's a Swiss Army knife.
I was specifically talking about the druid.
Yeah. Bards are the elves of classes. Yeah, you've never liked that one.
I wrote it down because they told me to.
As an elf bard, I don't think you were the fondest of that.
No. No, I was not.
I'll skip the next one.
Oh, look at that. Kindness.
I'm guessing I have to say it the way it's written. True sight, baby!
Ahem. True sight, baby!
You can onion a druid.
Yup. He was very proud of his onion self.
Mm-hmm.
His onioning abilities.
Oh, yes.
Maru, get out of my way! It's a one direction!
You want to talk to Shane? Ew.
I want him to become a better person!
Fair.
If for no other reason than for Jazz's sake.
Fair. So you get to a certain point, and then you just get rid of his job. Make him a farmer.
Yeah.
But not your farmer.
No.
Because then he goes bad.
Yeah.
The sheep is still afraid.
I'm pretty sure it was a lizard folk barbarian turned into a sheep.
Oh, that's right. It was polymorphed. Yeah, and the sheep, and I got to his point initiative,
And
and I
it
just said...
got feared.
And, yeah.
And the sheep is still afraid.
Yeah, I got that. That's right. That's right. Wow. That has a lot more onion to it.
Right? You don't expect the onion sheep.
Of course, violent negotiations.
Of course.
When the blind lead the blind, shoot them. Is from you. In a game with the shotgun-toting barbarian and the rifle-wielding ranger, that was you.
I'm poetic.
Your instrument of... Your weapon of choice was an instrument.
Peasant.
Staff Ex Machina.
Yeah, Staff Ex Machina. You gave him a staff of pass wall.
It was not. It was called Threshold, and it was a staff that was supposed to, because their party suffered from not being able to do a lot of movement and transport. So it had things like once per day cast teleport, once per day cast dimension door, once per day cast pass wall. But this druid decided to use it at all the times that were just inconvenient.
For you, very specifically. It was great for us.
You know, I'm the one who says this. I'm shocked by it. I cast Leo.
Yeah.
Leo Garius was my attempt to see if how well a fighter could be turned into a rogue if I gave him certain feats.
Apparently very well.
Yeah, arguably technically a better infiltrator than most rogues. Is your OCD playing up?
What?
Is there a reason that you're creating a symbol of witchcraft?
I am not a witch!
I don't think I accused you of that.
You made me mess it up.
I made you mess it up.
Yeah.
How did I make you mess it up?
Now it has to go this way. There it
Anyway. Thank you for choosing Kothar life support.
goes. Yeah. Care to share with the class what's making you make that face?
I'll start with you're the one who said it.
I don't like that anymore.
I'm gonna break her throat.
I was mad. I was very mad.
This is family friendly, right?
Yes.
I will make no other comments. This is a celestial Helgu.
It was a god!
It's true. It was a casual day trip to hell. I guess it was technically only the first layer, and you did go to see a friend.
Yeah.
Ally, I guess.
Failing to see how that's incorrect.
If your parents loved you as a lizard, they'll still love you as an elf.
Trying to convince what would have been a lizard folk who was trying to be a dwarf who actually turned into an elf. That individual was more of an onion than even he knew.
Because, to be fair, he was a werecroc, is how he got the lizard folk traits, was the canonical reason for it. He was an elf who thought he was a dwarf who often turned himself into a bear. And then at a certain level could cast shape change on himself, so that on top of being a bear, he would then be an angel on top of the bear. That's a lot of onion.
That is a lot of onion. To be fair, he didn't like the angel so much as Kothar. It was more
That was Varkam.
full of fire.
Oh, right, elemental. That's right. What else do we have here?
Mistakes, mostly.
Yeah. The barrel you guys bought from a dude in the woods was not. I feel like that one needed context.
You get no context here.
I'm assuming it was, like, not fireproof? I feel like you missed a word somewhere in there.
I wrote it down as I heard it.
Fair enough. Divine intervention. From a distance.
It's what it was.
That was, the lizard, elf, dwarf's uncle casting divine...
Jody,
What?
you are unkind.
Did you just sell the cauliflower?
No,
You have one.
I do. But the fact that she asks now...
Why? Oh, because there's not enough days for...
I would have to panic plant a cauliflower.
I think you'd have to actually use a speed grow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unkind, Jody.
You don't want gun laws in Cascatawas?
Yes, you do.
Cascatawas was the Elven City.
It was a floating elven city. It was in the air.
Which gets us to this quote. What's the fate of Cascatawas?
Still up in the air. It's still funny.
Monkey save, monkey do.
I'm pretty sure Wrecker was a monkey at that time.
It made him wiser.
Hello, chicken.
It's a woke quoke? What?
You're not allowed to choose which quotes to read anymore.
You said that, by the way.
You're not allowed to choose what quotes we read anymore.
If you don't love me at my cursed form, you don't deserve me at my elf. His onion got a lot of quotes.
It was a very quotable onion.
I like your chess system. I know that a lot of people probably do the same thing, but the color-quoted chess system is always good. Yeah, at least you have a cauliflower.
At least I have a cauliflower. What do you want, individuals? No, I do not, Linus.
He rubbed his hubris all over the Tadashi territory. You're a child. I don't even know if you wrote that one down.
I did. It was written.
Did you say it last time?
No.
Listen, you promoting the idea that age matters in a relationship is important. If they're a minor, stay away. And punch your Nazis.
I'm gonna have to do so much editing to this video.
Leave it in. Meteor Swarm will bring the sky to you. That's after you unfortunately got your free version.
I could cast Meteor Swarm for free!
Bodar Kumar has a history.
That was after he inflicted wounds on the messenger.
He was a cleric. Not all clerics were good. Taste my fist, it tastes divine. Was the ranger after dipping into cleric, and I believe also casting inflict wounds.
No, I also believe that the barbarian had god fists somehow.
Right, maybe. Who knows? I don't remember.
I gave Jody a cauliflower.
Yeah? Anyway, I was gonna say something, and again, family friendly. Let's see. You might have to actually give. You might have to give. Oh, you're not gonna check the quest.
I know what it is. I don't have a catfish.
Oh, it has to rain for that. Who's the Jesus of your pantheon? It's Gur.
So Gur was, I believe I explained this previously, but Gur was an immortal Vosen, which is a race of people
that only die of heartbreak.
Yeah. I don't have enough copper bars for a silo.
Like, in your chest, or in general?
In general, I haven't made enough, and I forgot it took copper.
Oh, so you need to go to the mines.
No, I need to smelt.
Oh, so you have the copper.
I think, maybe. Probably not.
But Gur just had a genetic abnormality that led it so that he'd have to be killed. He couldn't die naturally.
So he was just very sad.
Gur was a meme in the first campaign, and that meme continued.
I do not have enough. I need to go to the mines. I'm sad now.
Wait, how much did you have?
Like 10.
You really should just put the hat on.
I am not wearing the stupid hat. No.
I beseech the power of nature and call upon 24 good boys.
Yeah. Summon
Oh,
animal.
look at your cat. That's cute.
Yeah. Hello, Fern.
Oh!
Ah!
That is also, that's a weapon. Oh, you're gonna use that one?
It's the one I have.
That's a rough one.
Well, we're here now. I almost smacked my cat. I feel bad.
It's a graveyard square. I'm sure in context that has a lot more to it. You said it.
It was the song. The Monster Mash.
Oh, it's okay.
It was in reference to the Monster Mash. I promise it made sense.
Ready?
No.
Disintegration should not be a turn on. We're gonna leave that one there. All roads lead to ramen.
They do.
Which I believe was supposed to be all roads lead to Ramon. Because ramen guy that you guys became obsessed with had to gain a name, and I was being petty and named him Ramon Guy.
We gave him his hands back.
That we're not adding context to that one. The bird people domesticating their ancestors was because the kangaroos were domesticating dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That was a little too on the nose, honestly.
Well. Ahem. It is what it is.
Oh, you know, we never did go into the context of the moose.
No.
Can I do a quick wah check?
Your wah goes unheard.
I
Go
guess
ahead, explain the moose.
I had no encounter or any nonsense to do this. I just wanted to explain how bad a perception check was. So a moose snuck up on camp. Moose are not the most silent of creatures.
Moose are large.
Moose are large. So when the ranger rolled a 2, it was fun to just be like, and then there was a moose. That moose, however, became a gag because as soon as there was a moose, of course, they went, well, I'd like to speak to animals. And I went, well, crap. Well, now there's a moose. The moose named Wah. And how do you say his name?
Wah!
And it became a gag of every once in a while they would just check if Wah was around. And there was one time I rolled and it was...
Can you do a quick moose check?
Wah check. But when he did the last Wah check, his Wah went unheard.
Oh, great. I'm gonna die.
I'm not going to give context to this one.
Why would you say it?
The heart does not have teeth.
Well...
That's why. The look on your face.
Well, they can't see my face!
I know, but now they know that you made a face. Because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. I know she doesn't want to talk about it either. Riker is now stuck between a rock and a flesh place.
Oh, same fight!
That fight was traumatic.
Yes.
That fight was more traumatic than a similar fight of its type in a different campaign. Let's see. And if you can't tell, this whole fight has a couple quotes. We are performing a heart attack. And Portugal is having some heartburn.
There's a heart theme going on.
They set a heart on fire?
Yes, we did. To be fair, it wasn't in a person at the time. In our defense.
I mean, I guess.
It was not actively in a human body.
True. I'm waiting to see if you get attacked by the bug.
Of course I'm gonna get attacked by the bug.
I'm not hit by it. Let's see. Oh, you did it! Oh, you're getting close. You're almost at 20. That was a letter right there. But you want the copper, right?
I do want the copper. I also would like murder. But
You already leveled up your murder.
I know. But I'm so good
Your
at it.
energy's getting real low. Probably should get your copper and move on.
Well, phooey.
Fooey to you, apparently. Winter in colleges means war zones. With dwarves, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're here now.
Barbarian magic. The magic of bodybuilding. Also known as necromancy. Different.
Oh no!
Good guys cause chaos.
They do.
Depends.
You can always count on a dishonest man to be dishonest. It's the honest ones you have to look out for. You never know when they're going to do something incredibly stupid.
And the first quote of the campaign was woof. And the last one. Kothar would have gone on a murder spree if someone baked him brownies.
Yeah.
And that was the player describing their character. I'm shocked you didn't get a couple things down like the, but Mom, I was
didn't
offered
have to
unlimited
write that
power. And I said no.
And I didn't take it.
Also the same character.
Yeah.
That was... Oh, that guy was able to express character angst as a teenager as a fully grown dwarf, elf, lizard folk in such a way.
It was certainly a way.
Well, that was all of the second. That was a lot.
Yeah.
The third, I think that might be the most. The third only has like 3 or 4 pages.
The second campaign was very quotable.
Oh no, it has 5, and then the final quote goes on to the 6th. Well, the other one was 7 pages. Like 7 full pages. I guess you're glad I was here for that one. I don't think you'd have gotten through all that if you had to be playing and reading that one. Hopefully people are entertained by those things. Distracts a little bit from the Stardew, but I feel like most people who are watching know what Stardew is.
I'm dying. Drop a staircase.
You know, that's very fair.
Huh?
You have not sung enough yet.
Oh? Do you want to play the game?
Do you want to?
I don't know. That might be fun. So there's a game that I like to play. Because he cannot sing.
I have the ability. I'm just not good at it. Everyone can sing.
This is not Ratatouille. Not everyone can cook.
I can cook.
Yes, you can. But there's a game that I make him play with me. Because not everyone wants to play the game with me. And it's literally just give me a word. And you find as many songs as you can with that word, or you find the first song that pops in your head with that word.
Which... Oh. That was a risky bet.
I know.
You're gonna have to leave, unfortunately.
And I can't make stairs. Oh.
Oh, you could make a bug
Fight me.
Eat your bug snack.
I'ma eat a bug steak.
Raw.
Do you see a fireplace down here?
Still.
This is how you don't die.
You probably shouldn't break the rocks that take the 2 swings at this point.
What if there's a ladder under them?
I mean, yes, but with your energy, you probably want to just risk the other ones.
Drop a ladder.
I mean, sure, we can play.
Well, give me a word.
I mean, we'll start with a very basic, just rock. Go ahead, give me some songs.
We will rock you. I mean...
I guess that one was kind of cheap.
Like that old kind of rock and roll. This is just
you can
offensive.
break it.
I can't go around it.
I'm shocked you could break it. I forgot the first pickaxe will work on that.
Just the ones in the mine.
How many songs do you know with the word bug in it? There's gotta be a couple. You know?
I mean, I'm sure there are some. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, you have enough. You have enough for one more.
One more bug steak.
You're fighting your stomach at the moment.
I'm very hungry, but I really, really want to get down to the next level.
And you're really fighting the,
Oh, you are upsetting to me. And I'm trying to think of songs with bugs in them.
Just dodge him. The cat is chasing its tail.
That's adorable. Ah! Sucker! I got a sword!
And you got a decent weapon. And you have enough time to get home without collapsing.
Yay!
Oh right, the minecart, it doesn't function yet.
No!
Man, once you get used to that, it's hard to not.
Yeah, let's see.
You know, I keep thinking there's gotta be some random romance song that is just like, you bug me or something, but maybe not.
Bug, 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 bug.
How about dog?
Jitterbug.
Oh, that works. That's a little bit. It's not much of a singing song, is it? But
It's not much of a sing-song.
But it's a singing song enough that you can sing the song. So
The song was sung with the sing-song. Unfortunately, this is
Aw.
usually where I stop.
Oh, was this the 4th day or was this the 5th day?
Somewhere in there. It's been some time.
It's been some time.
It's been some time. There's the heckin' staircase.
You need 100
Gosh.
stone for that though. That's
Dang,
not-
I had 100 stone.
Uh,
But give me one more word for the end of this day with my 35 gold for parsnips.
Sing something with gold.
I am flesh and I am bone. Rise up, ting ting like glitter. And I started too low.
Try again.
I got fire in my soul. Rise rise up, ting ting like glitter and gold. Hey, hey, like glitter. All right.
All right, sing song.
All right, Void. This was a time. This was a time we've had together. My progress has been saved. The second campaign has been quoted. And apparently we start this in the rain.
Oh, your cat was watching TV.
You know, I bet if that rug was moved just like a foot to the right, it would just be cozying up in front of the fire. And that would be adorable.
Something to change, I guess, for next time. I'm a little sad, though. I was here with you the whole quote, which is fine, but I didn't get to hear you ramble about whatever you see, so I can't answer weird questions like what a dogfish is.
Well, I'm sure there's always next time to hear me ramble to the void. Goodbye, Void. Sleep well.
Why are you being ominous? If I can't be flirty, you can't be ominous.
I do what I want.